Freedom at last.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Chat back with another video. Listen, I was going through my social media feed this morning. I got up and I saw that Andrew Tate was released from jail over in Romania. Andrew Tate is what's the word I'm looking for? A polarizing individual in the world. But a lot of men woke up happy today. A lot of women woke up very disappointed and mad today, to say the least. But for those of you who don't know who Andrew Tate is, let me get this pulled up for you. So Andrew Tate, man, he's a former British-American kickboxer. He was not really known all around the world, but over the last year and a half, he's become this phenomenon. Talking about the Matrix, talking about how he just said a lot of stuff that rubbed a lot of people in the wrong way, you know. And basically, it was more conversations about how the world is like a matrix. They try to keep you in a box. They try to keep you, you know, restricted. He's basically, you know, just trying to build young men up to become the best versions of themselves. There's a lot of things that he said that I didn't agree with, but there are a lot of things that's a lot of truth to. But a lot of women, a lot of government officials, people of that nature, they really got upset with him from a lot of things he was saying. And he was just speaking a lot of truth, to be honest with you. I'm coming to learn as time goes on. The more you speak the truth, stuff that, you know, people, they don't want to hear, the more you ruffle their feathers. Like, I'm noticing a lot that people, they like to say that they want to hear the truth, but when they actually hear the truth, right, it doesn't sit well with them. It makes them uncomfortable, right? And it gives people an uneasy feeling. So Andrew Tate is one of those polarizing figures that's going to speak his truth. But he got released from prison. And what did he get released for? Well, what did he go to jail for? Basically, in this article right here, let's look at this so we can see it good. In December of 2022, police arrested Andrew Tate at age 36 and his brother Tristan Tate, age 34, on multiple felony accusations, including human trafficking. You see the word rape, pornographic stuff, and more. So he was, they arrested him for 3 months, a little bit over 3 months, him and his brother, and two other, I think it was two other females, one like 28, one like 32. But come to find out, they haven't found any evidence to keep them in prison. So now they on house arrest. They on house arrest at home. You know, he's on house arrest at home. So he's still detained, but he's kind of like in a halfway situation where he's at home on house arrest. But anyway, they haven't found anything on him to sufficient evidence to lock him up for good. But so yeah, he is just a huge personality on the internet now, man. Like, he was one of the most searched people in the world over the last 12 to 15 months. Just incredible. But I'm gonna bring up this this feed right here. This is him being released last night, and somebody posted it on TikTok, so I'm just gonna share it with y'all, see what he got to say. So let's roll the clip. Is it gonna play?
Freedom at last.
Andrew Tate is out of prison.
Mashallah, brother, mashallah, mashallah. It's a little bit emotional. I've been in one room since last year, so it's a little bit emotional.
Tate and his brother Tristan have been placed under house arrest, but both men face allegations of rape, people trafficking, and forming an organised crime group, and they could be sent back to jail if they're found guilty.
I believe in God, and I think that the fire of truth will eventually destroy all lies, and anybody who lies on a long enough time frame will feel the sting of regret, and I believe in this.
Yeah, sure.
I truly believe.
So you see right there, he's released, looking kind of woolly there, all the hair, facial hair. He was always going around bald headed, but yeah, just a polarizing figure, man. Just he spoke his truth, man, and a lot of people just didn't like it. So I was going through, people's reactions to what's going on. So there's this one girl that Andrew Tate was dating, and I think it's a good lesson, a good thing to show a lesson about how what women say they want and what they are actually attracted to are two completely different things. I got some clips pulled up here from this girl. Her name is Brody, and she was on the Fret and Fit podcast. This is a while back, a few years ago, or whatever. And I just want to play this clip for y'all because I want to give you an example of how women, they project this image of what they want, how they want just a nice guy. It doesn't matter about status and money and all that. At the end of the day, it does actually matter to them. So let me play the clip, man. So we're gonna start out with this clip first.
I mean, a guy with a sense of humor.
Okay.
That's my shit. I love that.
Okay, you like a funny guy?
I do.
Right.
I love a funny guy.
All right, this is her right here. Brody, the girl is talking. She's talking about a guy that she was dating before Tristan, but he wasn't all high status and had a lot of clout, a lot of money. Just a regular dude.
I do like a hardworking guy, but somebody who also knows how to enjoy life.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, like my last relationship was with a guy who I noticed him because he had like grease under his fingers.
Okay.
See, talking about just a regular dude, hardworking dude, grease on his fingers, kind of a grunt where, he's out in the mud, getting real, working hard, regular dude, no fancy, no status at all.
I remember like the primal part of me was like, that's caveman could protect me.
Yeah.
I remember that. That
Okay.
was awesome. And what was the rest of the
Did you break up with him or what?
So this is my problem in relationships is oftentimes the guys are more ready for marriage. I tend to date guys who are a little bit older than me, and in the where I came from, like Israel,
This is a very long-winded way of saying he broke up with you.
Yeah.
No. It just didn't work out because he was aiming for marriage.
Yeah.
And I wasn't.
So he wanted he wanted to basically get in serious, and you were like, nah, I'm young, I'm chilling.
Yeah.
Did he want kids too, or no?
He did want kids. He said within the next 6 months he was ready for kids.
Wow.
And you weren't ready to like get okay.
No.
See, that's what I'm saying. She didn't want him. She wasn't ready for kids. And I know some of y'all gonna be in the comment section. Well, she's young. She just want to experiment. No, he didn't have the clout and status. And I'm gonna get to that in just a second here. We're gonna get to that. All right. So just keep that in mind. She broke up with a dude. This normal dude, not flashy, not making a lot of money, not working. Just a regular dude. Nobody knows who he is. Regular dude. So she didn't want him, right? So let's keep going. There's another clip of a guy talking to that same girl in a different episode on Fresh and Fit about guy A and guy B. Everything is the same, right? Everything's the same. Character, looks, height. Only thing different, one guy makes $500,000 a year, the other guy makes $50,000 a year. Let's just go through the clip though. Make this bigger. All right. Let go.
There's two guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a guy that makes 500,000. All things are equal. They're both handsome. They're both tall. They're both successful in their own sense, right? One is a successful teacher making 50,000. One is a successful doctor making 500,000. Which one is more attractive?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I blinked out a second ago.
Okay, cool. So
you see how dingy, see how just out of whack these beautiful, so-called beautiful, good-looking women are. Let's continue on.
There's two guys and everything is equal. Okay.
Thank you.
One of them makes 50,000.
Uh-huh.
One of them makes 500,000.
Mhm.
Which one is more attractive? Everything is equal.
It's okay to say the truth.
I know.
It's okay to say the truth, right?
Listen.
The feminism in her won't allow it.
No. I'll answer honestly.
She's choking. An equal part.
I'm just as mesmerized by fancy, shiny things as any other person is. I find that sometimes men who have a lot become entitled.
Listen. I just said.
See how she's just trying to finagle around the questions, man. It's just hilarious to me, man. It's hilarious. It's so hilarious to me. We'll continue on.
Thing was equal.
Okay, then yeah, for sure the man who has more because my life would be better.
Because you value that more. So what you got to understand is women who think independence.
See, my brother right here, he's schooling her on what they be trying to deny. She said, of course, because my life would be better, right? You heard her say that. Of course, status, the money, that's what most women want, y'all. So let's continue on.
You like that in men.
Yeah.
A man being independent, a man not needing you, a man to be able to take care of his stuff on his own. That's what you value in men. Men don't want that in women. Because the reality of the matter is, when a woman is really turned on by a man, when a woman is really in love with a man, when she really respects him, she becomes utterly dependent upon him because she does not want him to leave.
So here's what I don't like. My biggest fear is to lose my independence and to rely on somebody else.
And know where that comes from? Where does that come from?
I don't know. I mean, I've been independent since I was 18, and I think it's a very important thing to me.
I know, but where does that fear come from?
I don't know. I don't want to rely on anyone. I wasn't brought up to rely on anyone, and I don't think.
See, she's talking about she don't want to rely on anyone. Just keep all this information, this content that I'm showing y'all. Keep this in mind now. I'm going somewhere with this, so keep paying attention. So that's another clip of her talking about her independence. She want to be a boss babe, not relying on anyone. Blah blah blah, blah blah blah. All right, so let's get over here to this other clip that I have. Where did it go? Where did it go? Okay, so this is valuetainment. My man right here, Sauce, he's always giving the vibes, giving the flavor on these videos. So this is her recently talking about how she used to date Andrew Tate, the same girl. So we're going to get into this real quick. And we're going to blow this up. So pay attention now. Remember the things she was talking about, how she's independence is most important. And remember the boyfriend she had, right? She broke it off with him. He wanted a family. He wanted to be with her and her only, but he didn't have all the status and clout. Now watch her talk about Andrew Tate. Whole different level of conversation. Let's go.
Still got to reinvent yourself, no doubt. Brody, you want to weigh in on this? What are the odds that he's innocent, guilty? Do you have any strong feelings on this that you want to get off your chest?
Okay. So for transparency's sake, I briefly dated Tristan Tate, like maybe 2.5 years ago before they rose to fame. So you can imagine what that's been like, watching everything go down. It's hard for me to have an opinion because of that. But I would probably say that if you take whatever they say for face value, then it would be really easy to arrest them. But if you believe everything that they say, then that's on you. Like, I think it's kind of...
You're saying that they're kind of playing a caricature?
I don't know if it's a character. I didn't spend enough time with them to know.
Just pay attention to her now. She's going to break down here shortly. So just stick with it. Watch. Money, how powerful money, status can impact a female. When they say that money and status are not important, watch.
It's hard for me to say that I have a negative opinion because it didn't end well between me and Tristan. So I don't want to speak out of emotion.
Okay.
But I will say that I think looking back at conversations that I've had and then seeing what has happened, what has transpired, I think back and I think like, man, like, could that have been an attempt to bring me over there? So that's something that I have considered. That being said, I also think that there has been... Sorry that I'm emotional.
It's okay. Get it off your chest.
You see how she's uncomfortable, uneasy? He's living rent-free in her head. Just keep watching. Andrew Tate is living rent-free in her head for the rest of her life.
Yeah, no, it's just something I look at it and I try to be level-headed. So I think like innocent until proven guilty. I'm not one to villainize anyone. And I also think that him being in prison has also deified him and made him a martyr. So I think that him getting out of this and going and doing live streams, I think he's going to blow up and be even more successful. I think there's a reason that society has a need for a Tristan Tate and an Andrew Tate.
What do you think that need is exactly?
I think it's a need to express masculinity, and I think it's a need to. I think that in Western society specifically, men are being told that they're not supposed to be masculine, and I think that their hypermasculinity is an antidote to that for some men. Mm-hmm. That being said, I think that it is to a point where it's too much, saying like that you are comfortable beating women, or saying that you are going to use tactics of abuse on women so that they don't leave. All
right, I'm going to try to get to the part where she breaks down. Hold on, let's see. She's going on about how they are. Let's see, get to the part. Let's get to it. But yeah, this dude messed her up mentally, boy. And you know why? It's all about money and status.
In every other state, that was for me when it was no longer even a possibility that we would be together.
So it wasn't attractive to you that he had other women other places. Did you think that you were the only girl at the point?
At that point, I did. I didn't. Okay. I was really naive, obviously.
You're 21. I mean,
they didn't have an online presence the same way that they do now.
And how did you guys meet initially?
We met.
Don't tell me it was at a yacht in Miami.
It was at a yacht in Miami. It was through.
See, you see what I'm talking about? She met him on a yacht at a yacht in Miami, right? But she didn't want to be with the guy that had the dirty fingernails, the guy that was working hard, that wanted to be with her and have a family with her and take care of her and just love on her. She don't want that. And most women don't want that shit, bruh. They don't want that shit. They say they want that. That's what they say. But their actions don't match up. I'm telling y'all, this is an important lesson for the fellas. Listen to me, G. Listen to me, fellas. Get your bag up. Get your money up. I'm telling you, get your status up. And I'm not telling you that just to get women. I'm saying for yourself to be a better version of yourself. Get your fitness up. Take care of yourself. Make sure that you got everything in order. You know what I'm saying? Become the highest, best version of yourself you possibly can. Because out here in these streets, these women, this is the deal, man. This is the circle of life of dating, okay? Men need to get money. Why? Because women want to have fun, okay? Fun costs money. It costs money to have fun. Women want to have fun. So you got to have the money to be with the beautiful women. Am I making sense? And this is why she's messed up over Andrew Tate, because he provided fun. He provided experiences that the normal guy with the dirt on his fingers couldn't provide. You see what I'm saying? You understand where I'm going with this? Yes, in theory, you hear most women say, no, it's not about the money and the status, and money doesn't matter. You don't see none of them being serious in a serious relationship with the guys that don't have the money. When the last time you saw a beautiful woman dating a guy that's the regional manager at Home Depot? I'll wait. Right, you don't see it. They on the yachts partying with the big dogs. I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it to the day I die. Women only want to hang out with you at the finish line, the winners at the finish line. They don't want to go through the struggle of the race, all the heartache and struggle running that hard race. You know, the pain in your knees, the sweat, the blood coming out of your toes because you're running so hard. They're not interested in that shit. They want to party with you at the goddamn finish line when you win the race. Let's continue on.
Fresh and fit.
Can't make this up. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So it was a fresh and fit yacht party, Miami.
And it was
and he treated you well? At least initially?
He was like he told me immediately, like, I was so stupid. I'm so embarrassed to even talk about this. I never thought I would talk about this.
See, she don't even want to talk about it. She embarrassed about it. It's embarrassing to her because she got played. But it's okay for her to play all the dudes that she put in the friend zone. Like, from what I understand, this chick was a bartender in Miami, right? You can tell you how many dudes have tried to come up to her, but don't have the status and the money. She don't even look their way. Karma is a bitch. Let's continue.
Publicly.
Well, you're there now, so just get it off your chest. The world's going to be better for it.
I've seen him speak in interviews since, and I've seen him explain the tactics that he uses. And I've seen... I'm sorry, this is so embarrassing. I cry all the time, by the way. It's like not even...
She crying. Ain't no fucking tears, though. Let's keep going.
No big deal. So he really made me feel loved. And then he flipped like that.
Can't it be said that that's common in a lot of relationships, right? Like, no, you don't think so? You don't think a guy...
No. You see what I'm saying? He played her. He told her all of the stuff she wanted to hear, right? Because most women fall in love with shiny objects and things they hear. Men fall in love with their eyes. Women fall in love with their ears. If you got game and you can shoot that shit to a woman and tell her all the bullshit she wants to hear and show her a good time and have fun with her, she gonna fall for you. I'm telling you. This is just the way it is. And dudes, no matter how a woman can be dumb as a bag of bricks, as long as she's beautiful, as long as she got that good yin yang down there, the good cookie monster, as long as she smell good and a beautiful smile and fun and ass and titties, a dude, that girl could be working, she could be taking trash out at the local school as a custodian. It won't matter. Dude's still gonna rock with her. Men fall in love with their eyes. Women fall in love with their ears. It's just what it is, man. So let's continue on with this and see what else, what they got to say. Let's see what's happening here.
You don't think guys in general will tell girls what they want to hear? Once they get what they want,
these are the jokes that I said on my
they kind of flip? Go ahead.
Without getting like too deep in all this, because I don't want to trash everybody, okay? When I listen to like the dating advice and everything given by like the red pill community, most of it is like the most like virgin-y incel shit I've ever heard in my life.
So I'm gonna fast forward this a little bit, get back to Brody, because our whole conversation is about this, about Brody. Get back to her. All right, she's talking again.
This is 4 years ago. She's way better for it. She's beautiful, amazing girl. So let's just move Brody aside.
Let's keep going because they're just talking about that. Get back to Brody. There's some good points. Y'all need to check out Valuetainment. Really good entertainment, good educational stuff they're talking about over there. All right, let's go.
Top G fans who, by the way, after we dated, Tristan very kindly posted a video where he was talking about me. And so all of his fans ended up bombarding me and slut-shaming me, which I hate that term. I'm so independent, and I'm annoyed when.
See how she's trying to be playing the victim, right? She's so independent, but she's dating dudes that can afford yachts and Lamborghinis and Bugattis and stuff like that. But she's so independent. Yeah, right.
Girls are easily manipulated, and then to have that happen to me, and to then have all this like online, it's.
So what do you want the world to know? Since this is a very personal issue, we're basically weighing in. Have any of you guys ever met?
I'm embarrassed that it's even making me emotional.
Okay.
That's to that extent.
I don't think this is affecting your life, so I don't.
I think like the girls that worked for them and put themselves in that situation. At least within a week or two, I was like, wait a minute, something's off here. This is not okay. Something's not right here. I look at the girls that got into that situation where they're in Romania, and I don't know whether or not they're sex trafficked, and I can't make any. What I do know is that there's definitely manipulation going on, but manipulation is not illegal. So.
Valid point.
Yeah, it's not illegal. I look at those girls and I think it's your responsibility.
For sex trafficking, it is. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's a good point.
Anyway.
But that's what we can't quite prove yet. But
Brody, because we'll wrap up because we got a lot of stuff we got to cover today. Anything else you want to get off your chest that you want to just so you're at peace with the situation? Because obviously it's very brave of you to just put your shit out there like this.
I was not planning on speaking.
I know you weren't.
This.
You didn't have to, and you wanted to, and I respect that. Final thoughts before we move on, because we're not going to spend the whole episode on this.
I guess I'll just say, like, I just want to share one more thing that happened since I dated.
So pay attention to this, y'all. This is to bring it all home right here. But look at her face, man. He lives rent-free in her head, Andrew Tate. And the reason that he lives rent-free in her head is because she's so used to guys. Look, she's an attractive woman. She's so used to regular guys coming up to her, trying to holler at her, trying to spend time with her, trying to be with her. And she just blows them to the side because they don't have the status and the money. It's the only difference. I'm sure a lot of those guys are just as handsome as Andrew Tate, but they don't have the charisma, status, and the money. Right? So she won't get him time of day. Came across Andrew Tate, took her out on the yacht, blew her mind, and the rest is history. He banged her out real good, and now he does. He didn't want to be with her. She saw that she wasn't gonna be the only one. She was just one of many, and it ruined her because she's so used to being the person that everybody wants. And Andrew Tate was like, "You just a regular random chick." Let's continue.
Tristan I dated somebody new. I really liked him. We were dating for a long time. And when Tristan and Andrew got sent to prison, I called my boyfriend. I was like, this is crazy. Like, this guy that I dated is in prison. And my boyfriend said to me, are you talking about Tristan Tate? And I said, yeah. And he goes, I was just wondering what kind of girl would possibly be manipulated by them. So I just...
You heard that? Her new boyfriend called it out. I wonder what kind of girl would be manipulated. This is what she like to call it, manipulated. You wasn't manipulated. You got played. He played your ass. Let's go.
I just want to ask anyone who's watching this, just... This is so pathetic. I'm so embarrassed. I'm fine. Just try not to judge. Like, it's not something I'm proud of.
You don't want to be judged now.
Well, yeah. I'll tell you this, and this is from a guy that likes women.
All right, I'm going to end that part of the conversation, man. Get back and get ready to close this out. Look, man, here's my final thoughts on all this, man. You can't, what's the word I'm looking for here? I'm trying to figure this out in my head. You can't, as a guy, don't take face value on what women say they want. Okay? Don't do that. What women say they want and what they are actually attracted to are two completely different things. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them have you believe that they just want a hardworking man. They want a man that's going to be loyal to them, emotionally available for them. Don't listen to all that fluff. You got to see what's going on internally. Okay? You got to check out, are they into the lifestyle of going out and partying and having a good time all the time? Because if they are, that ain't the chick that you need to have an LTR with, a long-term relationship with. Or, do they have to be at girls' night out all the time? Do they have to be at the biggest parties in, Vegas and Miami and on boats, right? And flying out to Dubai or whatever. Are they on that type of tip? Or are they cool with just chilling at home, being at home, right? When they want to do stuff, do they want to do stuff with you, or do they want to go separate and go be with their girls? There's a lot of things you have to pay attention to, man. Andrew Tate, he did a lot of things wrong, as we all do. No human being is perfect, right? But there's a lot of truth to a lot of things that he said. And this is a prime example of what I just went through with y'all about these modern day women, how they will talk about, I'm an independent boss and I make my own money and I don't want to settle down, and they talk about all this and how they want a good man that's got good character and good values, all that is a bunch of BS. They want a man with status. They want a man with money. They're attracted to the man that's an alpha type dude that has multiple women. And it just is what it is. So my final thoughts to y'all is to go out, become the best version of yourself. Get the bag, man. Secure the bag. Don't be out here focusing on women, dog. If you do all those things, you get yourself in shape, you get yourself a good career or start your own business and dig into your purpose, right? And you start focusing on just being the best version of yourself, the women going to be a byproduct of that. That's just going to be, whipped cream on the top, so to speak, cherry on the top. That's just going to be an added value. So that's going to be it for this video, man. I hope it was entertaining. I hope it was educational. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload new content. And we'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.
Did you like it, though? Did you?
Double tap.